I am hearing, don't stop, a miracle is right around the corner. I feel like you feel something in the air, okay? You feel things being a little weird, a little eerie, a little just things, random things are happening that don't normally happen. They're kind of throwing you off your path a little bit in some way. Things are changing. There's anomalies happening. Maybe it seems like eerie in a way. Okay, some of the things you're like, something's in the air. Something's in the air, and you feel it. It's a little chaotic too. Like it's just a lot of energy. A lot of energy is what you feel. It feels exciting, but it also feels really scary. I feel like there's this maybe anxiety that comes with it too, you know? And I feel like this is like the brewing for you of some sort of a miracle that is literally right around the corner. It's like, it's right there. It's right there. And you're just kind of in the muck of it right now. And it's not like a feeling of necessarily like calmness. Okay, I don't necessarily feel like you're just like, okay, I feel calm. It's like there's not that, like I feel like there's a certainty in a way of like, yes, like something is coming, this is mine, like I'm claiming it, like this is happening. There's a confidence to that. Okay, but I don't think you're resting just like easy right now. I think there's just a lot of I'm just like getting like a lot of daggers, I don't know, daggers or like wands getting thrown at you. Not by the universe. I'm seeing the 8 of Wands in the tarot, okay, in my mind's eye, but I'm seeing a card where like everything is just like all the wands are just coming at you. Okay, so it could seem like you got to fight, you know, you got to be a little bit defensive, you have to protect yourself, you have to stand your ground, and you got to, you know, be a warrior and fight. I don't know, it's kind of like this fiery fighting energy too. Anyway, I feel like all of that is an indication and a sign that there is some sort of a shift, like a miracle, some sort of a blessing that's right around the corner for you. And it's coming in fast. Okay, it's coming in fast, and that's why all the energies are just changing for you really, really quickly right now. So maybe there's not a lot of stability in your life right now. Maybe you resonated with my other video with like this change of plans. Like maybe there was some sort of change of plans and it kind of threw you off, you know, your little role, and made like kind of redirected you, or maybe just like shifted your energy and got you into this energy that you needed to be in. And that now it's like everything's starting to fire up, you know, fire up and brew because you're about to be somewhere else. Like I'm sensing like you're about to be in a completely different timeline. You're about to be in a completely different reality. And you feel this, like your soul feels this. It's hot. The energy is very hot and it's heated and it's a lot. And that's just like what I'm getting. It's just like a lot going on. And there's something good. There's something really, really good that's like right around the corner for you. It's like, I feel like some sort of a dream of yours is coming true, some sort of a manifestation, like something that you've been really wanting in your life. Okay. Like it could be so many things, but it's just something that's finally going to be there and appear. Okay. Something that you just feel so elated by. You're gonna feel very elated. I also feel like your external environment is reflecting this chaos, okay? This like, I feel like there are some drastic changes that are happening within you, kind of like preparing you for this miracle. And your external, and because you feel inner chaos, there's also external chaos in your life right now. So there's a lot of things that are happening at once, a lot of changes that are happening. Like I said, like a lot of redirections, a lot of maybe weather changes as well. Like the weather's also reflecting the chaos, whether it's like big snowstorms or rain showers or tornadoes, unexpected wind, fire, unexpected cold or unexpected heat, like just a lot of like weird changes in the air. Okay, also like astrologically, I feel like there's just a lot in the air that's like changing right now. It's brewing. It's collective. It's like this collective crazy energy that I know you feel. This is preparing you. Okay, you are being prepared for your new life. Okay, I feel like the reason for all this chaos and all of the stuff that you feel right now, like all the changes that are happening in your life, it's meant to break you away from some sort of a pattern. And I feel like it's this pattern of you like ignoring your heart and intuition and following like kind of like your soul's path, the guidance of your soul, right? Moving into that dream life, that dream reality, the dream version of yourself, this kind of like place where you know that your soul belongs. Okay, I feel like you're a very soulful person. You're very like, you live an authentic life. You're very true to yourself. You follow your own rhythm, right? Like you're not living like according to these like social norms, like what everybody else is doing. You're a trailblazer, right? You live life like authentically. So it's like, it's not okay for you to settle. It's not okay for you to just like be like, okay, I have like a good enough life. Like you don't want to live a mediocre life. Like I feel like you have big dreams in life and you want to fulfill them, right? And so maybe you have had this pattern of constantly like listening to your mind, listening to your head, listening to logic, listening to that voice that tells you all the reasons why, you know, it's not going to succeed or you can't do that. Like all of this logic and reason, okay? And I feel like all of this stuff is being shaken up around you right now is because you're meant to differentiate between what your head is telling you, most likely coming from your ego, and your like more earthly like human self, right? The one that's living in separation. And then the messages that are coming from your heart, your soul, your truth, source energy, okay, the divine. And it's kind of creating all of this turbulence in your life so that you can kind of see everything for what it is. And it's you're being guided and redirected to a path where you are following your heart, you are following your soul, you're honoring everything that you believe in, and you are moving away from this conflict energy. You're moving away from these egoic patterns. You're moving away from drama in your life. You're moving away from this energy of like feeling like you're not winning at life, like you're losing, like you're not getting the things that you want, like the relationships that you have are always toxic and like leading to conflict. It's like a huge like uprooting, you know, and like kind of like an upheaval of your life, of like all of these past things that you used to do and be and entertain and give into and be okay with. It's kind of like you're shedding all of that and you're moving to peace. You're moving to peaceful, like calm energy, a more positive life, a more peace within yourself, and more just like honoring your heart and your soul. That is exactly where you're moving. Okay, so I think that's why everything is being shaken up in your life right now, is because it's sort of like, if you don't see what's not, like if it doesn't, like if this stuff is just stays buried inside, then you don't know what it is that you want to take with you into your next chapter, right? So it has to all come and be exposed to you. So I feel like a lot of things are being exposed, and so it might seem a little more dense, it might seem darker, it might seem harder and heavier and more chaotic, and there's more challenges, but it's because everything's put on the table for you, you know, and all the good and all the bad. It's being brought to the surface so that you can see it for what it is, and you can choose. You can have a choice. You can choose, like, what do I want to bring into this new life, into this new chapter? And this is where you have to be strong, and you have to be, you know, just like very committed to yourself and your path and your soul, and move away from the things that you don't want to bring into your new life. And, you know, that might be hard. That might be hard because there's a lot of attachments there. So it is helping you to evolve on a soul level. But I feel like you're going towards some sort of great major happiness. I feel like this miracle has to do with you feeling just more alive and more, there's just this radiance to you. Okay, this radiance, you're radiating love, joy, abundance, prosperity. There's opportunities around you. There's this passionate energy. You feel very creative. You feel very inspired. You feel like you love your life. You're surrounded by positive energies and positive people, positive experience. Like, it's just a very more like happy, positive, joyful energy that you're moving into, and however that's showing up in a physical way, you know, like obviously it's going to also show up physically, for it's not just like a feeling that you're feeling, but your external reality is going to be reflecting that back to you in physical ways, right? But that's essentially the feeling that you're going to feel, because the things that you desire aren't things that you desire because you want to have that physical thing. You want that physical thing because of how it's going to make you feel, right? That's why we want the things we want. So that feeling that you want to feel from this thing is what I'm describing to you. Is like you're gonna feel finally that feeling that you've been looking to feel from this thing. So you're gonna be able to finally be aligned with it, okay? And I also feel that you've been feeling that feeling beforehand, right? Manifestation. So I feel like you have already been exuding this energy. And so maybe you feel kind of like, well, what the hell? Like, I've been in this good energy. I've been, very aligned. Why all the chaos? Why am I attracting all of these kind of maybe more shitty situations even? And it's because of what I explained. It's because everything has to come to the surface so that you can truly move away from it and see it for what it is. Otherwise, it's going to be lingering. It's going to be still within you. It's going to still be like just kind of suppressed. And you don't want to bring that old stuff into your new life, into your new chapter. So, and it's also 9 universal years. So that's just what happens in the 9 year. A lot of bullshit from the past comes up so that you can look at it and let it go, so that you can enter your new year, right? And then obviously you have your own personal years. I did make a video on that, like a numerology video. If you are wondering about what personal year you're in, I will link that below so that you can understand either like how to calculate it and what your personal year cycle is. And, because you have a personal year cycle and we have our universal collective cycle numerologically. So yeah, check out that video. Also, if you want to book a one-on-one with me, I read tarot, so we can do like a tarot reading for you and like coaching with that as well to get you, aligned if you don't feel aligned, or get you to manifest your dreams, whatever it is that you need help with. I'm here to guide you and help you and support you. So I'll leave the link to that below. But that's what I have for you today in this message. I really hope that resonated with you. Let me know, if this was helpful for you, or if you're feeling this energy, or if you're struggling with it, or anything that you want to share about this. Also, you can just claim it in the comments, or just affirm that, you're ready for this change. You're ready to let go of the things that no longer serve you. Just claim it verbally with words in the comments. It just makes things more powerful. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.